What's up, everyone? We're back with our latest series where we're going to talk about if I were to start all over in this industry, in this business, how would I do it? Where would I work? What would I do every day to get back to where I am today and even accelerating past that? So this is going to be our preliminary episode where let's just act like we just passed the exam. You just passed the real estate exam and you're looking to hang your license somewhere because within 30 or 45 days you need to have a sponsoring broker, which is basically a brokerage or a managing broker that's going to take you under their wing and let you work there. So here's the 4 big places that I would work. I call the big 4. The first one, let's just say Compass, because I work here. I love it. I think it's one of the best brokerages in the city. And there's a ton of top teams and heavy hitters here. And what I did when I was new is, like what most people do, is you kind of reach out to people you know and you find out, who has an aunt, a brother, a cousin that's in the industry. And you'll probably go end up working there for a little bit before you get your feet wet and you really understand what's going on. What I would do if I were to start over is I would go look at I think it's the Producers Magazine or whatever, where they have the top 250 agents and teams in the city. And I would go and contact each person on that list and let them know, hey, I just got licensed, I'm working full time, I'm extremely hungry, I'll do anything that you don't want to do, pick up keys, meet clients, open doors, meet photographers, whatever it needs to be done, mop floors, pick up your dry cleaning, to get some of your time, because in this business, whatever you learn on the license exam is great and it's important, but it's not really gonna help you close deals. What's gonna help you close deals is soaking up like a sponge from top producers, listening in on their phone calls. How are they texting their clients? What are they wearing to showings? How does their car look? How do they prep a listing? How early are they? How late are they staying? What's their systems? These are the things that are gonna take you from the bottom to the next level. The other 3 companies that I would consider working for if I was in the city, and shout out to all these people, I think they were on amazing companies, is Cross Street, which used to be Peak Properties. I think that's a great place to start for a new agent or an experienced one because they do have a lot of rental inventory. You can get your feet wet and make some money while you're working on your sales business and really building up your market knowledge. I do like the guys that work there. I think they're running a really great company and it's looking super sleek. I would consider, someone like Matt Laracy, although I don't think he's really taking on any new agents that are fresh blood, but working alongside someone like that, you're gonna really learn quickly how to run a business, how to treat your business, and how to show up every day and win, because that's what all he does is win. And the last person I would consider, and these are all kind of neck and neck, there's not really an order here, is Vesta Preferred with Gregory Pekarski. I think, he runs a great brokerage. Yes, it's boutique, but that doesn't matter because they're putting up big numbers. And you want to be able to work on a team that maybe is not huge, so you can get some of his attention and some of the other big agents on the team and really learn quickly and hit the ground running. The other things that I would focus on that I want to talk about in this preliminary episode is just making sure that you show up correct and you show up proper. Your attire is super important. I would show up every day looking spiffy, looking clean, suit and tie. Today I don't have a tie on because it wasn't as busy of a day for me, and it's kind of a dry cleaning day, to be completely honest. But I'm always suited because even if I'm going to the grocery store or I'm going to go pick up something from running errands or whatever it is, meeting friends, going out at night, I'm always looking my best because you never know when you're going to have to turn it on. And you are always on and off the court. You are your brand every single day, and you never can forget that. Number 2 is I would always make sure your car is clean and ready to go, so in case you have to put some clients in there or whatever needs to happen, you're not scrambling to clean it up or it smells like you just smoked a fat joint in there or whatever you're doing in your free time. Make sure your stuff and your ducks are in a row, so when business is there, you're ready to go. The other thing I would start focusing on, and this takes a long time, is your market knowledge. Start with a specific zip code or a part of the city and look at the listings that are there. Look at the brokers that are working that neighborhood. Start to understand the dynamics, the price per square foot, how much do 1 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds, 4 beds, 5 beds rent in that area. And once you feel like confident and dominating in that area with your market knowledge, and you can name buildings and talk addresses, move on to the next and slowly expand. Everyone wants you to niche down and just focus on one area. I think that's a hunk of crap. I think for at least me, I'm smart enough where I can manage multiple zip codes across this entire city, and I can be a value add in multiple neighborhoods. Now, you don't want to be a generalist. And this is where I go with my next point is you're gonna wanna know if you wanna lean more into commercial. And then within commercial, are you thinking, 1 to 4 units, which is technically residential, it's multifamily, or are you gonna go 5+ and really go full-time commercial and work at, at Properties has a wing, Compass has a couple commercial brokers here, or are you gonna go work at like an Intera, an Essex, you know, something that's a little bit more middle market and focuses strictly on multifamily. These are things and conversations you need to have with yourself. You might not know today what you want to do, but it's up to you to ultimately go try these different things. No one's going to bring these deals to you or bring these experiences. You ultimately have to self-advocate and set up these meetings with these companies and go feel them out. It's all going to take time to progress. This is a get-rich slow scheme. It's a marathon. So just take your time with it. Other avenues that you can kind of focus on, and I know people do, is apartment rentals, working with landlords or working with tenants. Do you want to be a leasing agent? Do you want to focus on sales? Do you want to do a mixture of both? I recommend for most agents, especially in the city, we have a really lucrative rental market here. You can make a lot of money renting apartments and building up a great book of business and filling up your CRM with a ton of contacts, and renters turn to buyers and buyers turn to sellers. And that is the system that you need to perfect. And it's something that I've done over the last 5 years, renting over 200 apartments and now 12 million in sales volume. I could tell you that renters go from $1,200 apartments to $2,500 apartments to $3,500 apartments, and now they're buying a $550,000 condo from you. And in 5 years, you're selling it for $650, and they're buying something for $859. That is the chain of events that you need to attach yourself to. And if you get cornholed into working maybe only in the suburbs and not in the city, you might miss a couple of those first transactions. So I think as a new agent, it's imperative to work in a big metropolitan market like Chicago or any other major city in America so you can maximize your potential and how many people you're gonna interact with every day. Smoke show, right? I'm a fucking tank.